What's going on, YouTube? Budget Gaming here, and I missed you guys. It's been a while since my last upload, so I wanted to do a quick upload on my pickups for the month of September. I know I haven't been posting much outside of my pickups lately, and there's a reason for that. You know, again, I'm single parent, college, and I'm very, very happy to announce that it's not closed on yet, but I did make an offer on a home, and the offer's been accepted. So, hopefully, as long as everything goes well in the buying process, that's going to be my new home for hopefully for the next 20, 30 years. And yeah, the budget gaming channel is gonna change a little bit. There's gonna be a lot of new updates with that. The space that I have, again, it may look big, but this is still a little too cramped in for me. So yeah, I'm really gonna be glad to upgrade. And it's just a beautiful house. Very lucky that they accepted the offer. But yeah, let's get into this, and then hopefully by next month I'll be starting to move in. So again, the gaming pickups, they're gonna start slowing down a little bit. I'm not gonna to be spending as much on gaming, and that's all right. Again, when things change in life, you got to readjust your budget and all that. That's what this channel's about. I love trying to save money. I love getting good deals on video games, and I've been very lucky with that. And yeah, just I'm just gonna have to reel it in a little bit, again, until all the repairs. There's a few repairs that I want to get done on the deck outside, and some electrical work I want to get done. But once that's done, again, I should be back in the position where I can spend a little more on video games. But right now this is probably going to be the biggest month for a while, and and then after that, we'll see going forward 2 or 3 months. Let's get into this. The first one that I got was Moero Crystal H. This is a Nintendo Switch game from Play Asia. I saw this game on the Nintendo eShop. I looked at it, I was like, it looks interesting, and then I saw a physical copy, and I was like, you know what, it's not that expensive. I'll pick up a copy for myself. Next, we have Odin Sphere for PS2. This is an Atlas title. Atlas games, they usually go up in value. So, this was one when I found it, at a cheap price, wanted to pick it up. And of course, it's a complete copy. So, very happy about that. Now, the next one, this one I got really lucky. This was probably the most expensive game most expensive game for a while. And this is Revenge of the Bird King. Now, originally when this game came out, I was in contact with Radical Reggie. I reached out and I was like, hey, if you can get me a copy of this game, I'll buy your copy as well. But he never got back to me. And again, I don't hold that against him, But yeah, I was gonna send him the money for this, but he never got back to me. That's all right though. I eventually found a copy. I picked this up for $80, still sealed. Very, very glad to have this in my collection. And moving on, this is a game that I already had for this was for the Nintendo Switch, Panzer Dragoon. I finally get a copy of this for the PS4 for myself, for my collection. So yeah, glad to have Panzer Dragoon in my collection, because again, it's a fun game. I don't know how it's going to be on PS4. I was very, very quick to beat on the Nintendo Switch. Anyway, moving on, we have the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics for the PS4. This is another limited run game. Really, really cool looking game. If you're a fan of the Dark Crystal, and Jim Henson, yeah, I definitely would recommend picking that up. Another one, As Divine Menace. This is another game that was released with limited run. Really glad to have that in my collection as well, especially because those limited run games are, eventually they get hard to find. You always can try to get a scalper to, sell you a copy, but I really hate doing that. I'd rather just collect it, as they sell them. If something looks interesting or piques my interest, I usually pick it up from limited run. Usually keep it sealed, just because eventually a lot of these games I've noticed, they go on sale digitally for like $2 or $3 sometimes, and that way, when I finish a game, I love to put it on the shelf. In fact, this entire shelf right here is dedicated to games that I beat. The one directly behind me is all games that I haven't beat. So that's my backlog shelf, and again, I've got stuff that doesn't fit on the shelf, and again, that's why I'm gonna be really glad to have a bigger place. Xenosaga Episode 2. Yeah, really, I really want to try to track down a copy of the third one, because one of my favorite philosophy books is Thus Spoke Zarathustra. Big Nietzsche fan. But yeah, so that's the title of Xenosaga Episode 3. Xenosaga Episode 2, yeah, it's another weird subtitle on there. Moving on, we have Cardinal Sin for PS1. Yeah, looked at it, looked really weird, really interesting. It's a fighting game. Shouldn't take too long to beat and add to the collection up here. We have Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. Been on a Star Trek kick lately. I finished watching Star Trek Enterprise. Gonna eventually go into the Next Generation. I've already watched the original series, so I'm definitely really enjoying Star Trek. But again, Star Wars has always been my favorite growing up, but lately the Star Wars franchise has not been that great. Fighting Force 2. I had the original Fighting Force recommended to me by one of my old Army buddies, Nathan Tran, a great guy. But yeah, when I found out they had a sequel, I picked it up. This is one of the few Dreamcast games that that I own. I wanted to increase my Dreamcast collection, so we have School Idol Paradise for the PS Vita. This is a Japanese release. This was imported. I also have another Japanese import release right here. This is Death Note for the Nintendo DS. So really glad to have this in the collection. I love collecting Japanese games, and Death Note was one of my favorite animes. So this one, I thought I missed out on the opportunity to get this game. I have it for the Nintendo Switch, and I really was worried. I was so worried that I missed out on the opportunity to get this. But when I found a brand new sealed copy for under $40, I had to pick it up. So really glad to have that in the collection. And then finally we have Azura's Wrath for the Xbox 360 and Wartech for the Xbox 360. So there we go. That's the pickups for the month of September. Yeah, it's just everything's been so busy lately trying to look at houses, put offers on houses. Finally got, the offer accepted. I gotta go get a haircut. I gotta get, my car registration renewed. All this month. This month has been so busy. And it's just the beginning of the month, October. But yeah, I've done so much in this month, and I'm in a statistics class right now, and I'm really hating it. Statistics is not my favorite right now. But again, trying to maintain that 4.0 GPA, and yeah, I'm doing good. I hope you guys are doing good as well, and let me know what you guys have been up to. And as always, take care and keep on gaming. Bye bye.